Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. My name is Ventus and today we're going to be playing one of the brand new hardcore co-op dungeons added in Fatal Bullet free update 1.09. It's actually pretty cool. I played through some of the content already, and in this video I'm going to show you the first dungeon and then talk about it because there's a lot to say and a lot of opinions to give. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the question that I'm pretty sure that you will have, it's this question that I will have, is it everything that we want it to be? The answer, yes. The co-op dungeons are exactly how I pictured it, exactly how I wanted it. Second question, is it worth it? Is it worth re-downloading the game, getting back into it? Is it worth getting the game now in the first place and playing it now that they have co-op dungeons? Absolutely, I think so. And I'm not just saying that because I want to hype the game up or get you to get a game. What I'm saying is this, I have reasons behind it. A lot of people are wary of getting into a game like this kind of late in the game because everybody that's had the game, they're already high leveled and they're strong. And it's like it's going to be boring grinding you by yourself and leveling up. But now they've given us so many options. They have co-op missions, co-op quests. Now they have co-op dungeons. So you can play with friends that you've made or friends that you will make, or, you know, play with me, whatever. And you can level up. Now, I don't know how like the power leveling is going to be. Power leveling kind of like the old-timey MMOs where you have a friend that's super high level. He takes you into a high level dungeon that he can just mop up, and then you just, you know, gain the benefits, gain the XP. I'm not sure how well that is, but I know there is a semblance of that because if you go into a dungeon with like Abila here, who is like 225, and you're like level 17, you're gonna gain like some experience points from him just mopping up. So there is that system in place. I'm just not sure how well that system is going to be. Now, this co-op dungeon that you're seeing me do right now, it's called Guardian of the Lair 1. That signifies that this is a level 75 dungeon. They gave us 3 dungeons, 3 base dungeons, and then they gave us higher level versions of those dungeons. And that sort of answers a question that I had earlier when they did add the co-op mode. It's like, what are they gonna do for levels? What are they gonna do for dungeons? Are they gonna give us like different types of dungeons? Are they going to make everybody like a base level? And so they kept us all at our same level. It's just that the dungeons are going to have like a base level 75 and then 175. So for the most part, I've done all 3 of the 75 level dungeons. I did it with Bila and some of her friends. You guys that were here with us, thank you so very much. That was awesome playing with you guys. You know who you are. I had a bunch of fun doing it, and I love playing co-op. So it was cool that way. Now, this dungeon is sort of unique. First, before I talk about this dungeon, no orifices. Do you see? There are no orifices here whatsoever. So it's just going to be you and people, no bots. And that's really cool. Now, what I liked about this dungeon in particular is that the Guardian of the Lair, you actually get to go through different rooms and you fight ads. The other 2 dungeons, you go from room to room and you fight bosses, which is all cool and everything like that, but I really would prefer to go through rooms and fight different ads in different rooms, you know, because that makes me feel like it's more of a dungeon rather than just I'm going here fighting this boss, going here fighting this boss and stuff like that. I kind of like that. It really gives more effect to the whole dungeon thing. I think when you're doing a dungeon like this, like I can only imagine how this is going to be on level 175 because we both like pretty much died right here at this specific part because the ads are so much. Now, I want to show you this too in particular. When you die, you come back to life. I think you have like something like 10 lives or whatever like that. I'm not sure if Abila could have revived me right there, but even if she would have tried, she probably would have got killed. But you die, you get to come back to the spot where your teammates are at. So your teammates essentially are going to have to wait for you if they want to progress and not have like a really tough time. Now, what's really cool too about some of the other dungeons, and I'm going to upload that gameplay as well, is like, you know how I said you have to go through different rooms and fight different bosses? Well, the bosses in the 75, oh, this is pretty cool right here. The bosses in the 75 dungeons, they're all they're level 75. So in, I think, the second dungeon or the third dungeon, you get portals. And essentially, it only takes 2 people to take down a room. So if you guys want to complete it faster and stuff like that, you can just split up or whatever. Or maybe one person can go do it on their own if they're strong enough. And I'll touch on that whenever I upload those other dungeons, which hopefully will be right after this. So, but for the most part, man, I enjoy it, dude. I enjoy it. The only qualm that I have is that did this come a little bit too late? And was the timing of this calculated? because they gave us great content for the game, gave us 3 good DLCs, gave us great story, but we always wanted that icing on the cake to be able to play with teammates. Now, it could have just been great strategy on their part to say, well, you know what? If we give them co-op dungeons now, there's not going to be anything left over. We can give them more DLC, but that's all you've already given them DLC. So let's give them this now, get some more people in, and give us co-op dungeons. Or maybe it was just took this long for it to happen. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, it just seems to me that it was a great idea for them to wait to give us co-op dungeons, so people will be like, oh, well, let me get back into the game and see how it is. Maybe somebody who leveled up to 90 and was like, I'll play the game when co-op dungeons come, or, they got to a certain level and they kind of stopped, and now they have friends that are stronger. They want to play with their friends now who kept playing. Whatever the case may be, it's an awesome time to get the game. A lot of people on Twitter were just asking me, is it worth it? I mean, I guess it's all up to your opinion of whether or not you like the style of the game. You like listen, if you like Sword Art Online, there's no reason not to get this game. I love the art style, and I really love the ability to go in there with teammates with no orifices. And it's really cool, too, because there are no orifices. You're going to have to really, put skills on to help each other. Like, I have some healing skills on. Abila had no sort of support skills whatsoever. She was just a straight weapon. I had healing field shot 3 or 4 or something like that, and I was just throwing heals out and stuff. So definitely when you go in there with your team, you're gonna have to figure out who's gonna have what skills, or maybe just have different skills on all of your weapons. You only get to choose 2 weapons in this, so you're gonna have to make sure that you have these skills that you definitely want to have that can help the team out. So these are the rewards. I think you get I think I got something like 91,000 experience or something like that. Just some crazy number of experience, and it leveled me up to like 198. But yeah, man, that's the first dungeon, Guardian of the Ruins 1. If you did enjoy this and you want to see more, definitely slap a like on this video and leave me a comment down below. And don't forget to come to the stream later on this evening. Thanks, guys, and I'll see ya.